Full fish.
Welcome to Anime Amigos.
Ending with that line and starting with that line. We're doing well, people.
Welcome to Anime Amigos, where these three slowly push me into an early grave.
And we slowly push ourselves into one as well.
Feet first, though.
No, we would just have our feet sticking out so we can lick them.
King's game joke. Beat you to it.
Yeah.
Take that.
That wasn't an actual King's game joke.
I know, but I still said it before you, so therefore I took one away from you.
Well, here is one. Everyone in King's game has feet.
I've lost control.
When did you ever have control?
Well, here, let's review what we're here to review. Christ's sake. Okay, if you can't tell by the setup, we're doing two films today, as usual, whenever they release an anime or video game-based film that comes out in cinemas, which I'm finding we're getting more and more of these days.
Yeah, which is a good sign.
Remember when we started this, and well, it was actually the first one when we were Quartet. Remember we started this, and Ghost in the Shell came out, and that was a real sort of like moment. You know, like you didn't get that. That didn't happen very often. Imagine how it is now that we've done quite a few of these, and we get to do them regularly.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, because we had Ghost in the Shell, Alita.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Well.
Death Note.
We haven't discussed
I never said because they were good. They just said they're getting made.
Yeah.
And we got more on the way. I mean, Robotech's apparently in development hell.
We're having a live action Cowboy Bebop.
Live action Akira's on the cards.
It's been on the cards for years.
Yeah, it's started and stopped production 6 times already.
It might get made. You never know.
Trust me. Its development is about as hellish as Duke Nukem Forever.
There's a reason I've never done it as a subject for our anime fights. But who would have thought years ago we'd be talking about the first film on this list, like Pokemon live action? Yeah. Who would have said we're going to get a Western live action Pokemon film?
Never. I never would have thought that would happen.
I would have thought. I would have thought if it was going to happen, it would fail.
Yeah. To be honest, if I was going to pick any shonen anime to get a live, well, sort of shonen.
Yeah, it's not shonen. No.
But if I would have said a shonen would have got the treatment, although maybe Dragon Ball Evolution kind of killed it.
Yeah.
I
see. Yeah, actually, that's a good.
That's why now I would dread it if we ended up getting something like a Naruto live action.
Or a Sword Art Online one.
I think that one still in works, actually.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like that's close to happening.
Netflix are doing it.
Oh, I thought it was cancelled.
Damn you, Netflix. First you take away Carol and Tuesday from us, and now this!
Well, the thing is, Sword Art Online isn't actually that good to start with, so maybe it will bring an improvement if they change enough about it. I can see them doing it.
Maybe if they just take the concept but do something different,
it
won't be good. Because think about it, it is a good concept.
Yeah. So instead of Kirito, we have a new hero. Dave.
Davey-to.
Dave.
Dave Doruto.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm amazing? I found my favourite. It reminds me of a clip from QI where Alan Davis says, "Is the answer Dave?" And he says, "One day the answer might be the blue whale. One day the answer might be Dave. It's going to happen one day." What I'm looking forward to is a day when the answer is a blue whale called Dave, and you don't get it.
If it's Western though, his will be like something like XS_ Pussy Destroyer 69_XX.
Yeah, noob smoker.
Okay, stop it immediately.
420.
We're going off topic again. Stop it immediately.
Dorito Dosha 27.
Sponsored by Monster Energy.
Yeah.
A Mountain Dew.
And G Fuel.
Heat-Tap. It's always Heat-Tap. Let's get back on topic.
First of all, introductions.
Yes, as I say, I'm Calvin Atkinson, the Pokemon punk.
I'm Reese, the Gundam Guru.
I'm Ren, the JoJo Genius.
I'm Elliot, the Vanguard Vagrant, and I have a foolproof way of us getting more subscribers. I have done, after
You're gonna keep your clothes on, right?
And years of research.
I'm not sending selfies to subscribers, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not doing
Here's
that.
why.
Patreon, though, that could work.
Here's how we can get more subscribers. James Charles is a poopy head.
Oh, monetization, what a
Bro Jared is a poopy head.
Whoa, holy shit.
Game of Thrones season 8 is a poopy head. I'm expecting 1 million subscribers by the end of the week.
Yeah.
We're not getting that. But I don't. If people have watched us in the past, which some people have,
most haven't,
with or without our knowledge,
they'll know about our history on Pokemon. But we all kind of are Pokemon freaks.
All of it. come on, who grew up in the early 2000s isn't a Pokemon freak?
I'm
90s.
I'm probably the least Pokemon freak.
Yeah, I'd say
I do very much like Pokemon.
I think
That's
out
my
of the four of us, you've watched the least of the anime.
Yes, I'm played the least of the games.
But
I'm probably second with that.
Yeah, I've played all the games, seen all the anime up to X and Y, because my God was X and Y bad.
Really? I stopped at like Diamond and Pearl.
I'll tell you
Diamond
one thing.
Pearl was good.
Good news is Sun and Moon is actually improved, and a significant improvement. Honestly, this is the best season since the Orange Islands.
Oh wow, that's actually really good. That's
as in, they actually have Pokemon Death.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wait, I saw an episode of that. Is that the homeless one?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that was sad.
It's okay. So let's.
Actually, I think we had something like that before then with Pokemon I Choose You. We had a Luxray die in it.
Yeah. Do you know? Yeah, but this is post I Choose You. Here's the thing though about this one, live action Pokemon. I went into it with minimal expectations.
I went into it with an open mind.
Do you know what's amazing though? It wasn't until the trailer I was really behind it. Because when I heard the announcement of it's going to be a noir, I was like, oh, what are you doing? But then they actually made it work. I mean, it feels like the DS game has been made just to justify the movie's existence.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that bothers me about the thing that it took the traditional Pokemon. One thing I thought initially was, why didn't a traditional Pokemon film get the same treatment? But then I thought, do you know what? Actually, this probably makes more sense.
Yeah, I don't think if we got like a traditional Pokemon film, I don't know if it would work.
I don't think it suits. I don't think traditional Pokemon suits a act structure.
Yeah, unless they do something like what they do in the movies, like just have a legendary Pokemon, a big threat, and just say, yeah, this is what is happening. If they try doing like a Pokemon movie based around the games, I don't think it would work nearly as well.
Okay, so here's the deal. We're only going to do minor spoilers for two reasons. One, the film's not been out that long, and we want to give people at the time of recording, we want to give people a chance to see it and experience the best of it. And two, Reese hasn't seen it.
Yes.
Because for some reason it's not showing that many places.
No, I'm so surprised it's not showing any places.
Yeah, because Alita had more showings.
I was thinking it would be like.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. James Cameron and the
I was
fact
thinking it would be like one of the more hype films of this year.
You got to remember though, with Alita, they sold it on. This is the producing team behind Avatar. With Pokemon, I think most people think of it as just being a kids franchise. Although that being said, the one thing I'll be talking about the most, there's something I'll be talking about it. I mean, we'll kind of quash that one. So with no spoilers, before we go into minor spoilers, without giving away major details, Elliot, what did you think of it? Since we normally start with Reese, we'll go to you first.
Hey, I'm going first for once, and yeah, I thought it was really good. I really, really enjoyed it. I like it a lot more than I thought I would.
Ren?
It kind of blew my expectations. I thought it was going to be good, but like it took me by surprise at how the quality of it and just how enjoyable it was.
Can I just say I'm not to be a downer on this one, but my thought was
get the pitchforks and torches. Wait 1 sec. Actually, in case he says he bad mouths it, I'm prepared.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
That's good.
But here's the thing, it's the pinnacle of video game films at this current time, but I'm not sure it should be. I think we should have had a better video game film than this one.
Oh, undoubtedly.
I mean, even the live action, I mean, do you think it's the pinnacle of live action anime films so far? Because if we're taking it like that...
Well, I mean, if we take into account Japanese productions as well, I think as a reference to how good the series is or what the series is like, I think that the Bleach movie probably does a better job of directing what the show is about. Whereas with this one, I think it was just a really good introduction to the series.
It's a side story more than anything else.
For newbies though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a lot more accessible than something like that.
No, I'm going to disagree with you that one. I don't think it's that newbie friendly. I think it comes in with you having some understanding of Pokemon.
I'm not actually sure I don't think we should class this. We should class this just as a video game film more and not an anime film because there's no anime of it really.
Well, it does imply it takes place in some Pokemon universe. It implies it takes place within the video game universe.
Yeah.
Because Sinnoh and Kanto are both referenced in it.
There are references to in-game events, I believe, as well. I think.
Yeah. So again, we'll talk about that in a minute. But,
but what I enjoy is that but you do understand. I would definitely agree with you there. It does definitely take place in one of the main series Pokemon worlds because...
What I found interesting, though, was it's Rhyme City in the games, this is the place it takes place, is designed to be Pokemon's equivalent of America. Mm. But the film kind of does it as Pokemon London.
I'd say it does it as Pokemon Zootopia.
Yeah, no, you pointed out, and I said, yeah, there's a lot of parallels with Zootopia in this film. Although, the other thing that I found weird, though, is it implies that everyone has just one Pokemon, this game, this film. Like, no one has a whole team of Pokemon.
So it's the communist version of Pokemon.
Well, it's kind of is, actually. The Rhyme City kind of has this aspect of battles aren't allowed and humans and Pokemon live side by side and all that hippie crap.
It might be the case that it's just in that city that people only have one Pokemon.
Yeah, no, it is that.
We're not sure about like outside that area.
Yeah, it's probably just in that one.
Okay,
city.
let's talk without going into spoilers. What did we like? What are the things we really liked about the film? What are the things we didn't really like about the film?
I love the look of most of all the Pokemon.
Okay,
there's Mr. Mime.
Mr. Mime looks a bit weird.
Mr. Mime looks pretty. Yeah, Mr. Mime looks pretty freaky. The
Mewtwo doesn't look great.
Yeah, a lot of them, the CGI isn't too great, but I think you can look past that.
Bulbasaur looks really good.
Yeah. Like there was one scene in particular that was really hard, just like, oh god, like it should have been a sad scene. But I had to smile on my face just because of the look of the Bulbasaurs. Because Bulbasaur, he my main man. I like Bulbasaur.
Elliot's one of those few people that took Bulbasaur in Kanto.
Yeah, I love Bulbasaur.
I always take Bulbasaur. Put it here.
I love Bulbasaur.
Reese?
Charmander.
Squirtle.
One of the best He's one of the best starters. He's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Bulbasaur was made to be the easy mode for Kanto because he's got against the first two gyms.
The one thing I
never played the Kanto games though.
Here's the one thing I'll say that's interesting about Bulbasaur in that film is that you get that interesting sort of like pink thing by the top of the bulb. But I'll tell you the one thing though I missed. The one thing I don't like is about he doesn't have his anime voice.
Yeah.
Albasaur.
I think that was to make it a bit more cute because if you think about that, that's probably like a 30-year-old man going meh. But
because when you look at Bulbasaur, he looks very cute. You would not expect something like to go like that. It's like seeing Hello Kitty and him talking like.
It's I'll tell you one thing though with Bulbasaur, with the Pokemon film. I feel like this Pokemon film is banking on nostalgia.
I feel like it's a film more catered to Pokemon fans than it is to kids.
Which is interesting because that was very similar to what we said about I Choose You when we reviewed that one. But
no, I would say that this is probably more accessible to kids. Again, like I would say that it goes without. I would suggest that it goes without saying that a lot of people know exactly what Pokemon are. Like you can just catch them.
I'll take another voice I didn't like though. Psyduck. I didn't like Psyduck's voice.
I didn't mind it.
I like that. I've still got the anime voice in my head. That freaky Psyduck. It's more of a squeaky voice in this one.
Yeah.
Although I will say Psyduck was some of the funniest moments.
Yeah, Psyduck was one of the funniest things.
I love that say, shut up, I will not give you a foot massage. The Pikachu has obviously had the most effort put in terms of the effects department.
Yeah, which you can tell. He looks fantastic.
You do feel like with Pikachu you could reach out and touch him. And I like the fact the credits gave enough credit to the voice actress who plays Pikachu for all this time that she deserves the credit.
Yeah, speaking of the credits, I actually really like it because at the end you get like sprites of what all the characters would have looked like if they were in the game.
Yeah, that was nice.
Which I thought was really cool.
There's a cast member in this who I won't give away, but let's just say it proves my theory about how to solve mysteries before the writer. It's one of those where you just go, villain, and then you're done.
Yeah, you just point at him and just go, yeah, he's a villain.
You don't even need to try.
Yeah, like the minute I saw him, I was just like, he's going to be the villain.
Yeah. They even try to sort of like throw you off a bit.
I will say,
then you just go, no, not buying.
Yeah, the thing is with this film, it is somewhat predictable.
Yeah.
Like there are many elements that are really predictable, but weirdly enough, I didn't mind that it was actually predictable. I thought I was expecting it to be kind of predictable, but it's still great.
Yeah. I tell you one thing I don't like about Detective Pikachu is it's I don't think there's enough of the quintessential Pokemon stuff in it. I would have liked a bit more battling and a bit more catching. I think the Pokemon aren't just this whole. They're these funny little creatures with attacks. It's more. There is a certain formula to this, and I feel like the more you stray away from that formula, the more you take away from what makes Pokemon unique.
Yeah,
But maybe they weren't trying to piss off Peter.
Do you know what?
I think that probably was I think there was a certain
that was definitely a factor.
In its defense, it is based off a side game that doesn't have any battling in. So, and if they were wanting to do like a game that has a lot of battles in, they would probably just make a Pokemon movie rather than just being Detective Pikachu.
I will say Justin Smith and Ryan Reynolds have good chemistry together.
Yeah, I do generally feel like they were slowly building a connection. It never felt forced or anything.
And Ryan Reynolds once again kills it in this one. I actually thought his voice was going to be too distracting, but it actually does blend in with the character well.
Like Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu, I felt like he was perfect for the role, really.
Again, though, it should have just been Danny DeVito.
That was originally the plan.
We know it should have been Danny DeVito.
I think it would, although considering one of the scenes...
imagine when he's... From Pikachu, just like, I'm the trash man.
Yeah, but that would make it even more funny, especially the scene you're thinking of.
Yeah, there would have been much more of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia dub overs. But I got no, I'm not doing that one on camera. It's so demonetized so quickly.
Yeah. However, well, you say we didn't get a lot of battles, but the battles we did get were really good.
I agree.
Yeah, some of the battles were really good. I mean, Charizard looks really good.
Yeah, I love the look of Charizard. Yeah, I think all the Pokemon in the film look damn brilliant. Like, it feels a lot of them do feel like what they would feel like.
The fluffy ones look fluffy. The reptilian ones look perfectly scaly. It's just
Greninja look great.
A couple of them are suffering a bit from the uncanny valley, as I already mentioned. Mewtwo doesn't look that great, and that's not a spoiler because Mewtwo was all over the trailer campaign.
I like some of the placement of just some of the Pokemon. What they do quite a good job of, I think, is like making them look part of the environment and part of the world, and like giving them certain occupations or something that would reflect quite well with
I like
or something.
Also, I will say as well, like we actually did get like an evolving scene. I'm not going to say which Pokemon it is. But I think that scene looked really good. Like, it generally made me feel like that's what it would look like if a Pokemon did evolve.
There were a couple of the cast members don't sound right talking about Pokemon, if you know what I mean. A couple of them don't sound like they belong there. But there's some very inventive uses for some of the Pokemon.
Yeah.
There's some very...
my favourite one, I think, is just the Slacking, who's just asleep on one of the film sets.
I like the background. Yeah, I like him. I like that around the beginning where you see Machamp controlling controlling traffic. Like, and Ludicolo at the back, on a bar.
Yeah. Ludicolo!
But the thing is, though, where's the thing for me? Once you get past Gen 3, I struggle to... It feels like they did mostly Pokemon for the first 3 generations, which is a good idea, because once you get past Gen 3, I really struggle to match a Pokemon to a generation.
Yeah, I'm able to do a Sinnoh very easy. That's just because Sinnoh's my favourite region.
But but again, even with Gen 5, I really couldn't tell you who was in... like, Gen 5 and Gen 4, I mix them up all the time. Gen 6, I can occasionally get it wrong.
But what are we up to now, Gen 8?
Well, Gen 8's coming out.
Sword and Shield.
Yeah. Sword and Shield, that's coming out later this year.
Yeah, and as I keep saying, what is the third game going to be in that one? Like, we have what's it going to be? Yeah. So, I don't know, like, Sword, Shield, Mace.
Yeah.
Okay. Sword, Shield, Pepper Spray.
Nuke.
Gandhi.
Yeah.
Pokemon Gandhi version. That is going to be great.
Yeah, Pokemon Gandhi version, where humans and Pokemon live out in peace and don't battle at all.
Except in Civilization.
Yeah, where he stands in front of him and gets hit by a flamethrower.
But here's the thing: what did you? Is there anything you guys found a bit off about Detective Pikachu?
Without going into spoilers, probably not.
I don't think I'll be able to say without giving away spoilers.
Yeah.
The mystery's a bit too easy.
Yeah.
Shall we say that?
Yeah, but as I said, it is a pretty predictable mystery.
Say...
Though I will say the grand plan, the ultimate big grand plan at the end, I didn't really predict that. I thought that was done pretty well.
Can I say some of the wide shots really make Rhyme City look alive, but some of the close shots do make it feel like it's a sound stage.
Yeah.
It doesn't always feel like a lived in. It has a very similar. It's what I like to call Batman Returns syndrome.
I must say, a lot of the
like in Batman Returns, Gotham never feels like a full city, or we just feel like a bunch of sand stages.
Yeah.
I must say, a lot of the characters that they meet throughout the film do actually feel like they would be NPCs in the game. Like, you know, you could just see them animated. Like you said at the end, you see them at the camp sprites, but I could definitely see a lot of them actually fitting in.
Here's the thing that I find interesting for me. If this was an anime, you wouldn't have to change that much about it.
No.
It's definitely got. They definitely did a good blend of Japanese and Western filmmaking.
One thing I will say, I wasn't a big really believe the chemistry between the
love interest.
Between the love interest. I did not really get much of the chemistry of that.
I wasn't too thrilled by Justin Smith's casting, considering the last thing I saw him in was Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, and that's just an all-out terrible film.
Yeah, however, I do think he was fairly good in it. Pretty good in this.
I feel that the love interest was a bit forced, but I think that's kind of it goes without saying that you have to include something
Hollywood
like that
scripting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, however, they didn't.
Also, they felt like they were teasing it a bit by inserting the classic Pokemon theme.
Yeah.
I wish they'd introduced a bit more of the original soundtrack as well if they were going to do that.
Yeah.
If you're going to bank on nostalgia, go all out with it.
Yeah, I will say with the funny scenes, when it got funny, it really got funny.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, I just remember the lick your tongue at the beginning.
Yeah.
That was really, I just remember finding that really funny.
Yeah. Or one of the jokes that's been in the trailers that I really like, which was, your childhood bed is a Pikachu baby. I've never been so pleased and get creeped out at the same time.
Yeah, I've never been so flat and creeped out. Yeah.
I like that it feels like they've kind of left enough setup that they could just make an extended.
It doesn't.
However,
that's what I love about. That's something I really love about this film. It's a done in one film. It's not massive setup for sequels.
Yeah, I don't think it really needs or should have a sequel either.
Exactly. Yeah, well, it has been announced that the sequel's in development.
But they never said it's going to be a Detective Pikachu sequel.
Yeah.
So I think they're going with this idea of an extended universe.
Yeah.
Smash Bros. Extended Universe?
Well, yeah, because that's where we're getting live action Sonic.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh Jesus!
And
Oh
again,
my God, Smash Avengers.
And as I said to you guys, how funny is it that Detective Pikachu had to do so many Pokemon and did it great? Meanwhile, Sonic the movie fucked up on one hedgehog.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we don't know. We don't even know just one hedgehog, because for all we know, Tails is going to be in the film as a big surprise.
Silver.
But
or Jet.
Oh,
God help the visual effects artists on that film.
He'll just be Shadow in the corner cutting himself. Maria!
God help the.
Yeah, just where's that?
Where's that damn Force Chaos?
Yeah, just carving that, and damn, not here.
Oh, my favourite. Here's the thing that.
If they made the Shadow the Hedgehog movie, it'll be rated 18 because they would make it much more edgy.
They make it Deadpool.
Except he wouldn't be funny. He'd just be all angsty, like, where the fuck is the Chaos Emerald?
Okay, here's the thing that I like about the idea. I hope Sonic turns out okay at the end of the day. I know it's not going to be good, but I hope it turns out okay.
I think Jim Sterling said it best, which is, I think with the Sonic movie, the best we can ask for is as hilariously bad.
Yeah. I think now that we've had Detective Pikachu, it makes me even less hopeful for Sonic, I must say.
Although, I will say some things about the trailer, before we go completely off topic, one of the things I do like about the trailer is Sonic's movement. His movement works quite well. When he's running or spin dashing, it looks right.
At least they look really good. And also, I think Jim Carrey will be pretty funny. Like, I don't think he'll be a good Eggman, but I think he'll still be entertaining.
He's just going to be Jim Carrey.
Like, my favourite line in the trailer is that all you got? No, but thank you for asking.
It kind of does parallel Detective Pikachu in that way. And I mean, well, I suppose Detective Pikachu, they have one of the...
Yeah, it parallels it. But Pikachu is good. Sonic will be bad.
But here's the parallel that I noticed for me, which is that when Detective Pikachu got announced, I wasn't on board, but then I saw the trailer and was kind of on board.
Yeah.
Whereas with Sonic, I was kind of on board, and then I saw the trailer and I stopped being on board.
Yeah, I feel like we might have actually talked about the Sonic trailer in this vlog, really.
No, we talked about it in a chapter of my book that we're working on.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the one I'm very excited
Yeah,
about.
the one I think is going to take us like 2 hours to talk about.
But let's talk Heaven's Feel. So I think we haven't talked as much about Fate Stay Night, except in that when we did that Fate Extra podcast.
No, but we didn't really talk much about the Fate series as a whole,
Because
which is
we're kind of saving it for this, but...
yeah, because it's a series that deserves to be talked about, deserves to be seen. Fate as a whole is brilliant.
We're going to talk more about it when we go to spoilers for Heaven's Feel, but so, just to give a brief on our background since we did on this one, I've watched the Dean's Day Night, Fate Zero, Unlimited Blade Works, and Fate Extra prior to see this. I haven't seen any of the other spin-offs.
I've seen Fate Zero, Unlimited Blade Works, Apocrypha, and Extra, and I've recently started watching Dean's Day Night, which I think is actually alright.
I've watched all of them, and I watched the Grand Order film.
Have you seen Kalei Liner?
No.
Okay.
What about you, Rennie?
I've only seen Zero all the way through. I've seen Fate Extra, and I've seen about half of Unlimited Blade Works.
So that's an interesting sort of, like, for the three of us that have seen Dean's Day Night, I'm actually kind of with you. I think it's okay. I just think it kind of gets dragged down by the fact we now have...
Hence why, if we did the anime fights again, I would have changed my answer for which anime deserves a remake, and I would have gone with Fate Stay Night, because I feel like it needs a ufotable effect, ufotable love.
I can explain to you a few reasons why I don't think that would work. One is that you'd have to... the Saber arc doesn't have as much going on in it. It's more an introductory piece. And also, it's more that there's a lot of villain reveals that don't... There's a lot of mystery villains in that arc that don't get revealed until Unlimited Blade Works or Heaven's Feel. So that you would have to sort of like have a half reveal on that one, because at this point Heaven's Feel's already out.
Yeah.
And also, you'd only be able to get like 12 to 18 episodes out without stretching it. It's I think there's a reason. There's kind of is part of a reason why the original Dean's Day Night did add a lot of elements of Unlimited Blade Works and Heaven's Feel into the mix to try and pad out the runtime.
Yeah, but still, if we got like a shorter Fate Stay Night, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, maybe.
Like I still think it would. Like, come on, it would still look pretty good because it's ufotable, which I must admit now has actually become my favorite anime studio.
I will say with Unlimited Blade Works and Fate Zero, we're very half and half on which one we think is better.
Yeah. It's very close. I think I prefer Fate Zero that slight bit more though.
What about you, Reece?
I'll say Fate Zero solely for the fighter jet scene.
Yeah, that was sick.
I think Unlimited Blade Works held my attention a little more, but I think on a do you know what it is? My heart says Unlimited Blade Works, my head says Fate Zero.
Yeah, because at the same time, both of them have like amazing fight scenes. Like Zero has all the servants against Caster, and then Stay Night has Shiro versus Archer, which I still think is one of the best fights.
Well, we'll talk more about that in spoiler territory.
Yeah.
But let's move on to our non-spoiler thoughts on Heaven's Feel.
Okay, yeah.
Reece, what did you think?
I really loved it. The animation was bloody amazing.
Yeah, no, it definitely feels like when you're wondering why doesn't Demon Slayer look quite as good, that's where the animation budget went.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean Demon Slayer doesn't look quite as good?
Yeah, it doesn't look quite. It doesn't look as good, but it still looks really good.
No. It's
It's
one of the
like
best
the
animated things come out this year.
like the sort of art colors of all the like special attacks.
Yeah.
They look really good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's where most of the budget's gone. But into like the general backgrounds and all that, then most of the money's gone onto Heaven's Feel.
Yeah.
Elliot, what did you think?
2 words: fucking brilliant. This, in my opinion, is Fate done perfectly. Like, the animation is amazing, the fight scenes are amazing, and it's just fantastic, in my opinion.
I'm definitely agreeing. I'm kind of agreeing with you on that one.
I found very few things actually wrong with the film. I was admittedly a little bit confused because I don't know the ins and outs of Unlimited Blade Works or Fate at Night. But for me, I thought it was phenomenal. Really well paced.
It definitely has some assumption you've seen.
Yeah, you need to have seen at least Fate Zero or Unlimited Blade Works too.
It's not very user friendly.
No, but I don't think they wanted it to be at this stage.
I think most people who were going to be watching this are Fate fans anyway.
Like this is the 3rd time we're coming to this story, so I think you needed that. See, I find it very hard to judge this film because this is just one part in a trilogy, and I know the story. But for what it was, damn, this was good.
Yeah.
Like, really... And I should point out, for people that are wondering, well, why are we doing this now? Because, well, movie one's only just come out here this month.
Movie 2's only came out in America and Japan this year.
And movie 3's due out next year. And it's interesting. It kind of feels like the end of an era, to be honest, because it feels this is the last time we're going to Fate Stay Night.
Well, unless we get a full Grand Order series.
No, not just. No, more in terms of this storyline. Like is Grand Order in this continuity?
No, it's in a separate one, but they jump to different timelines.
Not unless there's the universe reset a la JoJo's.
No, I will tell you there is one way we go. Like we might get an adaptation of the sequel visual novel. There was a sequel visual novel.
Do you think we should? Yeah, there was actually. Do you think we should quickly explain why it is that Fate Stay Night has been split into 3 different things for those who are?
Oh yeah, for those who aren't in know, the idea of Fate Stay Night was based on a visual novel game where you'd follow each path. That would have different characters be more of the emphasis.
Yeah, there were basically 3 different paths for you to.
So you had the Saber arc, the Unlimited Blade Work arc, and the Heaven's Feel arc.
Each one focusing on like different characters.
I will say one thing about this film without going into too many spoiler territory. If you haven't seen Fate Zero, there's going to be a lot that flies over your head.
Yeah. And also, if you haven't seen Fate Zero, what the hell is wrong with you? Watch it, you dummies!
But here's the thing. I actually we got a copy of my book. Around it.
Over there.
It's over there.
Around it.
Okay.
Because I did write a whole thing about a guide to watching Fate Stay Night, and there's a thing that I want to talk about actually from that. And I based this on the videos of Arcada and Jack Under the Scope. It should be around here, so it shouldn't be too far. But I did a whole thing about. I thought like with how confusing Fate can be to an outsider, I need to do sort of like a little guide on how you re-watch it. And what sort of different ideas of it.
Yeah.
And one of the paths... that's Unlimited Blade, which is a bit before that. And one of the paths they talked about is...
a lot of people say to watch Dean Stay Night, then Zero, then the others?
Well, the path I said was you watch Dean Stay Night, then Zero, then Unlimited Blade Works, then Heaven's Feel when it's done. But here's one of the paths I found really weird, which is... it's what was referred to in one of these videos as the visual novels fans order. This is the one recommended as visual novel fans order.
What is Ripley doing?
Ripley?
What are you doing?
The dog is messing about again.
We don't need Pokemon. We have a Ripley.
Ripley making a Stan Lee cameo.
Ripley.
It's essential in pretty much every Anime Amigos episode.
But the visual novel readers order is. You watch Unlimited Blade Works first, then Heaven's Feel, then Fate Zero. That's ages till you're going to get to watch Fate Zero, especially if you live over here. And if you do watch, and also that has proved.
Also,
this film proves that doesn't work because if you haven't watched Fate Zero, you are lost.
Also because something that you will notice is that, and something that honestly is a little annoying when it comes to watching Fate is that it doesn't matter what you start off with, you're going to get spoilers for something. Yeah. Because if you watch Fate Zero first, you're gonna get spoilers to Dean Stay Night and some of Unlimited Blade Works. If you watch Unlimited Blade Works first, you're gonna get some spoilers to Fate Zero.
We need a Switch release.
It's almost a bit of a shame because I feel like the reveal for someone like Kirei as a villain. Spoilers.
No.
But I feel like if you're watching it for the first time, I feel like having Kirei reveal himself as a villain would have been quite interesting to see. Yeah. But because it's been evident since basically Fate Stay Night. Okay,
we'll now say the spoiler warning's up.
So spoilers now.
No spoilers now. Skips the end. We'll probably be talking about something else with the time we have.
It's only a spoiler unless you watch Fate Stay Night, right?
Yeah. Well, Fate Stay
which came out
years ago. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. In Fate Stay Night, it is a reveal. But again, if you watch Fate Zero, they really are banking on. You've seen Fate Stay Night and know he's a villain. They act like he's meant to be a big reveal. I actually tiptoed around it quite well in my book. I don't actually reveal that he's a villain.
Weirdly enough, I saw Fate Zero first, and I didn't really have much issue when watching it, really.
But here's the... one of the common complaints that was with...
However, at the same time, if you watch Fate Stay Night first, you'll end up getting like a spoiler that Gilgamesh is the one who wins the previous Holy War.
Well, yeah, but Fate Zero is written to be, and this is why I don't get why people say start with this one first. Fate Zero is written to be a prequel. It's events, the conflict within it's again going back to Lindsay Ellis's video on The Hobbit. The conflict in a prequel to be a good prequel. The conflict needs to tie into the events of the original. So, like, say what you like about the Star Wars prequels, the conflict of them still leads into the events of Star Wars. They still directly connected to those films. Which is why The Hobbit doesn't quite work as well, because they try to say that the conflict within The Hobbit leads into the events of Lord of the Rings, which just doesn't. Within its source material.
Yeah,
with Fate Zero, unless you flit around it a little bit. Yeah. With Fate Zero, the events of that one do directly tie into the events of Fate Zero. And the way they do it is very clever with the whole countdown aspect to it, and the we don't quite know what we're counting down to, and then it's revealed by the end it's Shiro's origin that we're counting down to.
And how Kisegu finds him, pretty much.
That's the one thing here's the thing about one of the common complaints with Unlimited Blade Works, and this one really, really bothered me. I don't know if it bothered you guys about the people complaining about it. Is that
I haven't really seen any of the. I haven't seen any reviews.
Well, the common complaint that I heard was, well, they bring up characters like Sakura, Ilya, and Saber, and they don't really do that much.
That's because their focus is in other arcs, right?
Yeah, that's
exactly.
that felt really annoying to me. Like, well, yeah, that's because Ilya's meant to be. Ilya's big deal is in Heaven's Feel. Sakura's big deal is in Heaven's Feel. More on her in a minute.
Saber's big deal is Wednesday night.
Yeah, it's almost as if they've watched, like, they've just fundamentally not understood what the fuck Fate is. It's like they've gone, oh, okay, well, I've watched this now. Why doesn't everything make sense?
Yeah, like, this is why, if you're going to watch Fate, you need some knowledge in how the series works.
Yeah.
Like,
otherwise you will be lost.
Like, no offense, Ren, you don't have as much knowledge on it, and even you know that criticism wasn't valid.
Yeah, I mean, I know that, like, I mean, because I have basic knowledge of what Fate is. Like, as I said, I don't have the full story on Ilya and Sakura currently, because I have, if I haven't watched all of the Unlimited Blade Works, but now I'm understanding more of it because I'm watching more of it. That's how watching series works.
I'm very interested to see how Gilgamesh is going to tie into this
because
one going forward, because he's not really in this one all that much.
Yeah, because like we see a lot. Yeah, it just makes me wonder how Gilgamesh does, because we don't really see much of him in this first film really. Like, we see him in the church and we see him talking to Sakura, but we don't really see much after that.
Yeah. What do you guys really like about this film?
The fight scenes and the animation are so fucking great.
That snow looks real when it's falling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and more. One of the things is because Fate Stay Night, as the game, the visual novel itself, is actually quite graphic. The thing is, Japanese television, there's a light that's really interfering right now. This is what it's a bunch of Unlimited Blade Works critics that are coming for us.
It just says out it's all the Shinji fans.
We'll get to him in a minute.
He has fans.
He does.
I thought no one liked him.
No. There's a lot of fans for him. There's a lot of fangirls like bad boys.
I thought bad boys. Bad boys. An asshole who whines like an asshole
and beats up his sisters.
It's a bit like Jesus, lady.
It's just what the fuck is wrong with you?
At least I kind of get it with Zuko, but seriously?
It's like trying to figure out why people like Sirius Snape. You can kind of understand, except with that, you can kind of understand it. I do not understand that at all with Shinji.
I'm so glad the Harry Potter girl dumped me now.
Unless he has like a redeeming fact, unless he has a redeeming.
I don't
think that Shinji deserves.
It's also the same reason I don't like the people that really like Joker and Harley Quinn, because you gotta go.
Harley Quinn you can.
But it's Joker, because you
mean their relationship?
Yeah. I mean, it's because it's not a romantic relationship. Unless it's Suicide Squad, it's not a romantic relationship.
Shall I tell you one thing? I like they can go all out with the gore. They can go out with. There's a lot they go all out with, which you can't do with a television production. Yeah. Like especially since I know what's coming in the next film. I know how much they're going to go even further out.
I haven't, and please don't say anything.
Yeah, no, I'll explain. It's only a minor spoiler. That's the.
It's heavily implied in this one anyway.
But it's kind of heavily implied. But I'll tell you one of the things I really liked about this film, which I didn't expect to like, and I said this is the one thing that got a nail for me to really like this film: Sakura.
They really nailed the chemistry between Sakura and Shiro.
And I really thought I'm not going to buy into this in the same way I bought into Shiro and Tosaka in
Unlimited
Blade Works, but I really buy into it.
Yeah, but their chemistry and their development is so good.
Yeah.
Like you see them both. You can but want them both to get together, but you can definitely tell why they're friends. They're not just two strangers who are gonna get together. You see their development.
Yeah. You can see they're both damaged souls.
Yeah, especially with the prologue. You can see how that connection is coming, because she came to his house pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Can I just say, I actually was a bit when I first started watching the film, I was a bit pissed off by the prologue because I thought I don't see what the need for this is.
Yeah.
And
I thought it was alright.
then when the film was done, I was kind of like, yeah, no, I see why I needed that.
It was helpful for it was helpful for me again. I don't have as much of the context of the relationship between them as is implied in the earlier series, which of course you guys have made me watch. But then it helped for me just to kind of.
The one thing I will say is they kind of nailed the romantic subplots in all of these.
Yeah.
They nail it with Saber in Doomsday Night. They nail it with Tosaka in Unlimited Blade Works, and they nailed it again with. So I don't understand. You would have thought they would have got one of these really wrong.
Fate. How do you do that?
Yeah,
how,
free for free.
How do you get all three relationships so right?
Yeah.
Obviously, the TV productions cut out some of the more risque scenes from the visual novel.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one of the things that... is there anything we thought was a bit off about this film?
Well, I didn't like the way that during the opening credits they just skipped through so much.
Yeah.
Like the summoning of Saber.
Yeah, because considering how big of a part that normally is.
Yeah.
That's an iconic scene.
Yeah, I was just like, why are you skipping that? Don't skip that. That's such an awesome scene.
See, I think with the context that we were just discussing, where it's it knows that you've seen it before. I don't think it needs to. It feels the need to linger on that.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it's not a great scene, not that it's not pivotal to the narrative, but we know it. You know what I mean?
At that point, it'd be like fast forwarding through Star Wars when you see Obi-Wan get killed. It's gonna happen.
But
We have spoilers for Star Wars now as well.
At another point to point out, though on that point, which I think backs up your argument, which is it's still an iconic scene.
Yeah,
it's still that big moment.
But if they're reducing what should be 8 hours worth of content, if they do it as a 24 episode series down to 6 hours, then they kind of need to shape.
But they could have shown a bunch of the skips and still shown the scene of Saber being summoned.
Yeah, they could. Considering how big of a moment that is.
I will admit, I was a bit confused as to the timing when the series actually started. I was a little bit.
Oh, and seriously, the fight scenes though in this film so good.
Oh my god, every fight scene is so good.
I think my favorite is Lancer versus.
That's everyone's favorite. Lancer versus Assassin is brilliant. All the shots, all the way it's animated, and there's CG in that one, and I didn't notice that until someone pointed it out.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my god, that's worked in so well.
Yeah. The animation for a lot of the you expect 3D animation in animes to be subpar or bad, but in this it was pretty damn good.
It was hard to tell. It's so good. It looks so beautiful.
Have you got anything negative to say at this point?
I don't really have much negative to say about it.
The music was great.
Yeah.
The music was good. Characters.
I must say, I was just a bit confused as to what the sort of entity was, but I'm guessing obviously it's going to be explained later down the line. But
gets reveals.
Yeah, but let's be fair. This was always going to be a to be continued ending.
And you know what? This did something perfect that any film series should do, which is it makes me want more.
Yeah.
It not just want, it makes me need more. I need to see what happens, what continues.
I will say though, who do you think's got the best fapping hand? Assassin or All for One?
I'd say the Charger from Left 4 Dead.
But good God, I was not expecting Assassin to be this strong.
There is a lot that really surprises you about that one, Castor going out as quickly as she did.
How he takes out half of the servants within this first movie, and including Saber.
Yeah.
They take out Saber.
Saber's not dead.
Who would have thought that would have happened?
Yeah, but we're finally getting the instruction of the alter characters.
Yeah, but here's the other thing though. I wasn't expecting something like that till the second film. I know Saber kind of gets taken out
But I just remember sitting there, and I was literally going, no, you cannot take out Saber. You cannot take out Saber. This cannot happen.
They kind of take out Saber in the middle of Unlimited Blade Works, but then again, she wasn't that taken out.
Yeah, she was still a big part, pretty big part in it.
And I think what it does very well with Unlimited Blade Works does very well is it takes what you anticipate is going to happen and kind of throws it on its head.
Yeah. That's exactly what this film does as well, actually.
That's what Heaven's Feel does really well. I think it's like I was expecting it to be very similar to Unlimited Blade Works.
Yeah, I was expecting maybe a lot of what happens in Unlimited Blade Works happens. In this one we might get something a little different, but I feel like it's going to be mostly just an introduction.
Yeah.
It feels like we're halfway through. Like it's a film that makes it feel like that all the stuff that happens you would normally get halfway through, and this is the beginning. The beginning.
I imagine what it means to be a sibling is going to come up in later films, because there's a lot of facts that Ilya is going to be playing a bigger part in this, and Sakura and Shinji are obviously going to be playing a bigger role. So I'm wondering if that's going to be a factor in the later films.
But also, probably something I really hope it's explained is how Ryder's back.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, no,
Because I'm pretty sure we saw Ryder be taken out very early, and then to see her come back and then beat the shit out of Mato.
I mean, if I recall correctly, same thing happened in Unlimited Blade Works, right? She was
taken out very early in Unlimited Blade Works, and we didn't see her after that. But now we're sort of seeing her.
And they're also building to the conflict between Rin and Sakura, which which was really brought up a lot in Fate Zero. But man, is this dark?
Yeah,
it's so dark.
Like I was not we knew this was the darkest one, and we were still not prepared. I don't think.
Yeah, that shot of Assassin's corpse on the temple steps.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I just remember seeing that. I was just like, what? Holy shit! What?
Yeah. The one thing that is consistent amongst all these as well is Shiro is a goddamn idiot.
Yeah.
He why does he do so many idiotic things? Like, he knows Saber can take care of herself.
Yeah,
it's his character.
It's just
he wants to be a hero of justice, and that's just him being an idiot.
The thing is though, they need a big moment for Shiro. He hasn't had the big moment yet. There's no fight with Archer yet.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to get that later down the line.
I think a lot of people will complain that... I reckon by the time that Heaven's Field's done, people are going to complain that Rin and Archer weren't used enough. But again, we got so much about them in Unlimited Blade Works. I don't think we need any more.
And you can definitely tell this is more Sakura's film.
This again, especially considering she was a non-factor by the halfway point of Unlimited Blade Works. I think they really needed to make.
Yeah, honestly, I think in Unlimited Blade Works, most of us kind of forgot about her.
I did. I didn't realise she was actually a character.
I was just like, oh yeah, her. What's her name again?
I feel like she disappears halfway through the series, and then she shows up at the end. Yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, Sakura was in this.
It's just like, what's her name again?
I like that they're using the what's Shinji's grandfather's name?
Oh, I can't remember now.
I just call him Mato.
Because
it began with his dad.
He was implied to be quite influential and very powerful during Zero, and I didn't see anything during Blade Works.
He wasn't in Blade Works, was he?
I don't think it was really.
I think he may have had a couple of scenes.
And he is quite a guiding hand.
Especially when we see him in Fate Zero, how he manipulates the berserkers.
And we now know he's really.
He's central in this.
He has a big stake in the game.
And also, I'm still wondering what is with that shadow thing.
I do like the other thing with Archer's character. They do imply you've watched Unlimited Blade Works and know the revelation about who he is.
Yeah.
Considering the way he looks at Shiro. Yeah. And just subtle things like that really work.
Okay, I still don't know what that is, so please don't go into
we're not. Yeah, even now I'm gonna say don't spoil it. Yeah. We're maybe in a spoiler mode, but still don't spoil it because it has such a revelation.
Yeah,
the reveal.
It kind of spoiled it itself in one scene when Shiro was in bed. If you paid close enough attention.
In his dream?
Yeah, just after he woke up from his dream.
Yeah, no, trust me. But trust me, the reveal works well. And is really damn well done.
Okay, I'm going to continue watching Blade Works then.
Yeah, seriously, just do it anyway. It's fantastic.
Honestly, Archer's one of the best things about that series. Yeah. I mean, before, as a little bit of a tangent, what's our favourite Fate OP?
Oh my... Oh, dude, don't ask.
I love it.
Don't ask.
It's either Unlimited Blade Works OP2 or maybe Fate Extra. Because I really like Fate Extra.
It's funny because I actually prefer the first OP in Unlimited Blade
I
Works.
really like Fate Zero.
Yeah, I'd say either OP2 in Apocrypha, OP1 in Unlimited Blade Works, or OP1 in Fate Zero.
See, it's funny, for me it's either OP2 in Fate Zero or OP2 in Unlimited Blade Works. Particularly Unlimited Blade, I really love Brave Shine.
Oh, Brave Shine is it's really good. Like, all the OPs in Fate are fantastic.
Yeah, there's not a bad one in the bunch. Even Dean's Night is a really good one.
Yeah. Dean's Night has 2 really good ones.
In fact, I really like the fact they did that cover. Amir did that cover of it in the midpoint of Unlimited Blade Works. Yeah, the inserts, the one-off ED at the halfway point of Unlimited Blade Works is a cover of the original OP.
Ah, interesting.
For Dean's Night. But I feel like it does a very good job tying in with Fate Zero, actually. That just almost to a fault is in you need to have seen Fate Zero. And also, it's so hard to recommend, as you mentioned, it's so hard to recommend watching orders because you're going to spoil something just by watching anything.
Yeah.
And it's a real shame. I really hope when we get to movie 3, because I reckon it's going to happen in movie 3, Tosaka versus Sakura, it's suitably well done.
Yeah.
I don't reckon it'll happen before in movie 2.
I don't think that they would ever mishandle a scene that pivotal. Like,
Yeah.
They would never do that.
But it's a case of, you can tell Sakura is probably the best thing about this first film, and she's not in it all that much.
Yeah, she easily is.
I'm so excited to see where they go with her character in movies too.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Lost Butterfly.
I'm also liking the conflict between her and Saber as well.
Yeah, that's
quite. There's quite a lot of friction occurring there, really.
Yeah.
And it does make you wonder: is she going to fight Saber?
Yeah, I would love to see that. Actually, that would be. Really
I will say one thing: Saber's done very well in this one as well. I feel like I was worried Saber was going to be a bit of a bit to push to the sidelines. Like in the second half of Unlimited Blade Works, she's pushed a bit to the sidelines.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting.
She's less of a main character, more
But
of a side character.
it feels like she, because of that ending, it feels like she's going to be a bit more of a pivotal character than she was in Unlimited Blade Works.
It's quite nice seeing her conflict with herself as well, because she is quite often failing to protect her master, and you can see that kind of conflict within herself. And
during that bit as well, after we see her after she's been defeated, you see how desperate she is to get the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
She has revealed at this point that she was Kiritsugu's old servant, hasn't she?
Yeah, considering I don't think we got that we didn't get that in Unlimited Blade Works, I don't think.
No, because I didn't think the servants kept their memories for their previous summers.
Oh,
did they?
that makes sense.
No, I think
I think they sort of do.
I think they do. It's more they just don't come into battle very often.
Is Lancer in Heaven's Field the same as Lancer from Zero? It's not, is it?
No, it's not.
No, Saber is the only servant from Fate Zero that comes back, apart from Gilgamesh.
But how about Gilgamesh was still around?
Yeah.
Stayed around after Fate Zero?
Yeah, that's Heaven's Field, yes.
Okay, yes, sorry. No,
all the servants in all those Fate Stay Nice are the exact same.
I got them mixed up because I kept thinking in my head, like, why hasn't, even in Unlimited Blade Works, why hasn't Saber said anything to Lancer? Like, they had all this...
I think the spear he uses, looks very much alike.
That's right.
I feel like he's related somehow to the one from Fate Zero.
Feels like he is.
Yeah, but he's
we're
not
never going to find out in this one.
Exactly.
He's not the same person, and I know he's not going to be. He won't know Saber.
Yeah.
But I think I say I don't want to judge Heaven's Field as a whole because we haven't seen everything of it yet.
No.
Same. It's a case of though. What do we? But so far, as a starting point, it's really damn good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Very much.
I mean, I love. What did you think about the Blu-ray extras you get, like the art book and?
Oh, really good. I really enjoy them.
Haven't even looked through those.
I mean, I don't see the point. I'm always kind of someone who doesn't really like getting things like an art book and all that because I always think you don't get that much from it that you wouldn't get.
Oh no, I always love getting the art books.
But that's the thing I don't like about special edition DVDs is the fact they really struggle to fit on your shelf.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, our shelf. Yeah, but then most of our shelves we have just like miniatures and things on.
Yeah, I'm going to start
like pop vinyls.
I'm going to start moving off my pops to fit all our shit on there. But
I could just get more shelves.
We haven't got.
No,
I am never going back to IKEA ever again in my life. They could set a horror anime in IKEA, and you wouldn't have to do much.
This would be an interesting story. Do tell, Calvin.
That would be a great idea actually for an anime or for a horror film just set in IKEA.
Just you're locked in this department store.
No, it turns out that's going to be the plot for King's Game 2. They're all locked in IKEA.
This is not the end.
Yeah.
Because I can't get the fuck out of here, and I have no. I reckon you could go in there and a week would pass and you wouldn't realise.
It could be a good subplot to another.
True, although you need to do a lot to another to not make that thing be a bit of a convoluted mess.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that someone who likes another.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Although I did like the Animerica review of it, where he says, "What do you mean it can see things which should not be seen? Maybe we should ask some questions about that." Let's not spoil another before we get too much.
No, because I actually kind of want people to watch that. Even
I've just injured myself. I don't know how I've managed that. I've sort of elbowed the table, moving up.
Anime Amigos, the only vlog group to get an injury while sitting down.
Okay, so let's move on to.
I don't think we should say overall.
I don't feel like we have much. Do we have much more to say about Heaven's Feel?
Overall feelings.
I really loved it. Loved it.
Thought it was great.
I feel like this is going to be the best thing we've seen in Fate. Like, I feel like this will beat
That's quite a tall bar, though.
Yeah, I know it's a tall bar, but for what we've seen, I love it, and I pray that Lost Butterfly and number 3 are just as good.
I reckon we'll be back with Lost Butterfly.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to be reviewing all of these at some point.
Reese, what are your final words on it?
Oh, just if you're a Fate fan, you need to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you owe it to yourself to see these.
Ren?
Yeah, sick, amazing, really good. Yeah.
Can I just say the one thing that surprised me the most is that we were all kind of on the same page with this one. Yeah. I really thought one of us was going to be a bit off, saying, "Nah, I kind of liked it, but I thought it was a bit off it." Actually, particularly you, Reese, I thought you were going to be the most critical of this film.
Well, because I went against all of you for that Pokemon I Choose You.
That too.
Yeah. To be fair, you do tend to be the most negative.
But here's the thing. Before we go, we'll talk a bit about. We haven't done. Well, that's been a very long vlog. This one. No, so let's talk anime news. And the big news this week was which studios have announced this is the final season they're going to animate of Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably a good choice considering where the manga goes and how off the rail the manga goes.
No, they haven't said the license holders haven't said this is the end of Attack on Titan. They've just said this is the last one. Which studios is going to do.
Do we have any information on who's taken over?
I've heard Production IG approaching them about
that would be nice.
Because Production IG did help out in the production of the first season, so they've got some stake in this.
I feel like if they were to do something similar with Fate and they finished it with movies, that would be quite nice. Because the anime and the plot as a whole has a lot of padding, and I think that it probably does need reducing down. So I think films might be a good way to go with that after this last season.
Any thoughts on this one, lads?
It's interesting. I just hope it's not One Punch Man season 2.
Yeah.
Even though that is good, the animation isn't nearly as good.
Can we talk about that after we're finished with anime news? Because I'm pissed.
Well, you're gonna have a chance to next month.
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, that's a good point.
But I will tell you another thing that. I'd be a bit bothered if this was the end of Attack on Titan for anime only people. They've never got to see the end of it.
Yeah, because
especially the basement.
Because
it's been how many years? Yeah, but they've still not gone to the basement.
Because it is really good. It is still really good.
But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm going to spoil it for you now. I'm not picking it for best sequel next month. No matter how good it gets now, it's not going to outdo the sequels I've really been enjoying.
Yeah, I think I already have a theory on to what your best sequel is.
We already know.
Yeah.
We all know.
Yeah, I think I have an idea on what all of our best originals.
I'm looking forward to next month on that basis. But
yeah.
Any trendings? Obviously, we haven't got any news on what's coming that way. Made in Abyss. Another news that's come out though. Made in Abyss is getting its next lot of films.
Yep.
Oh.
Films.
Yeah, no, they've been doing loads of recap films, and there's some thought that we're going to be that's going to be the next stage for Made in Abyss.
I've still never seen Made in Abyss.
I still need to see it. I got you the manga, didn't I?
Yeah.
We're actually potentially going to be doing a versus match with Made in Abyss.
Against what?
Well, at the minute I'm thinking the one I wouldn't mind doing is Tsukigakure. The reason being
that I'm going to watch 2 anime.
The reason being
that's 2 anime I need to watch as well.
Well, Reese, you were the big Made in Abyss fan of the 4 of us. What would you like to have it go up against if you wanted to go up against anything?
Well, I think it's going to destroy anything. Here's one. World End.
Funny.
Go fuck yourself with a rusty spoon.
There's some.
Don't take a rusty spoon and jam it up your knob.
The only other news that really is because a bunch of anime's been announced for the summer season, but we can obviously discuss
Didn't you say there's about 3 isekai?
Oh yeah, there's 3 isekai. That's
the mother one's coming out.
I'm so excited for that one.
There's one about father protecting his daughter.
Oh, so it's all parent isekai, weirdly.
Danmachi's coming out. Another season of Danmachi's coming out next season.
What's
is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Yeah.
Oh, I still haven't seen the original.
I actually remember liking season 1. I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing it.
And there goes all the thumbs downs.
I like season 1, but it ended so weirdly.
And there go all the subscribers I just gained us. Wait, here's another one. Game of Thrones season 8.
Oh, controversial. No, it's not controversial remotely.
No, it'd be controversial to say Game of Thrones season 8 is good.
Yeah, true.
So here's the other thing, though. We have a lot. We've done a lot in recent memory, and the good news is we've sorted it all out. We are definitely now going to London Anime and Gaming Con at the beginning of July, and we're going to be filming there.
2nd year in a run for all 4 of us.
So I'm looking forward to going back.
I'm really looking forward to it. I'm gonna just buy a load of manga while I'm up there.
We've agreed we've agreed to enter different tournaments. I think Ren's entering League of Legends.
Well, I need to start playing League of Legends again.
I'm gonna try the Mario Kart tournament again, as it's one of the only things I'm actually good at.
If they haven't,
I'll try that.
Yeah, I think we're all going to try that. We're also going to try and Smash Brothers.
I'll join Smash, but I won't win.
I doubt I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
Can I just say, last year Reese was the hero of Smash Brothers because we were playing the one for the Wii U, and there was a kid who was such a toxic.
No, wait,
player.
that was me. I was the one who made him rage quit.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought it was Reese constantly sort of spamming that move with Bowser.
No, I was playing as Lucina. He was playing as Lucina. I kept hearing him go, "Fucking Lucina!" I just knocked him out. As Lucina, I knocked him out, and he just threw the controller down and walked off.
Amazing.
Yeah, because I remember I got someone to quit as well because they kept doing the side B where I pick him up and go off the edge.
Oh,
I kept killing someone.
High five.
Nice.
Brilliant.
Whereas I was getting eliminated like 3rd from last because I was playing Sonic.
He's an asshole. Him and Calvin are assholes in Smash Bros. Because he keeps using side B as Bowser and he plays as Diddy Kong.
I won 2 rounds of League of Legends last year, despite not having played it for about a year and a half.
You got to the semi-final.
Yeah,
I know. I
think you two were out in the first round on America. I went out in the second. I think it's only because the guy who was running it was fucking shit.
Oh, and who we deem to be the best cosplayer that we find is going to win a copy of my book.
Hey.
Probably have to force it on them.
Yeah. Hey, random person, take my massive book.
Okay, there's 4 of you. I don't want to fight.
Yeah,
take it.
Let's just give him 50 quid. Actually, that will be worth it.
That's true.
Yeah, hey, you win $25 and a dime. Shout out to Brooklyn Nine-Nine fans.
You can join our vlog. Not that you'd want to.
Not that you want to. This will be the only time we'll talk about it.
Congratulations, you can send foot pictures to us and we'll appreciate them.
Send it to Calvin's Twitter page. You know where to find us. They're in the description.
Well, the thing is, I think the way we're doing it this year, we're going to do a much more, we're going to do a much more relaxed way of doing it. So we're going to have a much more better chance of, although it does mean I'm now going to have to start going camera shopping to get a camera that's more useful for that type of event. Because the one we're using at the minute is not great. Yeah,
and also, we're probably going to be playing Mario Party, so send what you suggest we getting tattoos off, because that's what we're getting, because that's what whoever gets last place is getting.
It's going to be Cal. Better not be me.
I so don't want to lose.
Yeah,
If that was the case.
just a giant back tattoo. Died 103 times in Crash Bandicoot.
I'm not. Just so you know, I'm not getting a tattoo. Even if I lose, I'm not getting one.
Yeah,
I'll get a
sure.
temporary tattoo. I'll get one of those slap-on ones.
No, you're getting a real tattoo. I have a real tattoo. I'm the only one here who has a real tattoo. I'm the only one here who's cool.
I love the fact that I'm just imagining.
You heard it here first, guys.
I'm just imagining Reese was going to stand up and go and to undo his belt and go, not anymore.
Yeah, it's got a giant dragon going up the body. Just a giant Shenron.
Yeah, just here's my tattoo. Allah.
Amazing.
So the schedule. So let's move on to what we're doing next. Next month.
Because we're fighting
dreamers. We're fighting dreamers. Let's move on to what's going on next month. Next month is Best of Spring.
Yeah.
And a weird season to do this, but
It's kind of been a mixed bag.
Yeah, is it me or have there been more shows than ever before? Because it feels like there's a lot more shows.
I'm not keeping up with all of them.
I think it's because we're watching more this season than we were last season, and so it
definitely
feels like there's more. I'm not sure how we're gonna. Do you know what's weird? I feel like a weird feeling that we're gonna. Summer's gonna be better.
Yeah. Yeah, for what I've seen of some of the things from summer, it just feel like it's going to be pretty good.
Well, one thing I'm really looking forward to summer is Madoka Magica's coming back.
Yeah.
What?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, another season or?
Spin-off season based on the mobile game.
I mean, in that case, I have an excuse to watch it now.
Do I have to watch the original?
I'm not sure. I've
read the first volume of the manga.
It's good. I'm going to watch it anyway.
Yeah. How long's the original?
It's about 12 episodes.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I can watch that.
It's Madoka Magica is my favourite magical girl.
I've heard it was really good.
Yeah.
Blew a lot of expectations out the water.
It's I think I've mentioned in my book to say it's basically it takes the word deconstruction and hits you over the head with it. It's basically like a sledgehammer to the head with the word deconstruction written on it.
Yeah.
But I really feel like, and I'm not gonna say which two, but I feel like next month's gonna be a 2-horse race, and it's gonna be a bit. But here's the thing, though. Starting, Reese won something extra for anime fights, which is cool. Which is called the cash point card.
The what?
Okay.
Here's how it works. He only gets it's a one-time use only.
Right.
He gets in any after we do best original in either the spring vlog, the summer vlog, or the fall vlog. So you have to choose wisely about when you use it.
Okay.
You get to add 5. You can cash it in. And you add 5 points to any anime of your choosing.
Oh, wow.
So that could be a real splitter.
That means if there's Gundam.
Well, Gundam Origin did just come out this season.
Or I could use it on Ultraman, which I completely forgot was actually out this season.
Yeah, that was.
It's not very good.
No. And the only thing, do you know what saves it? The dub.
No, it does not save it. It condemns it.
No, the dub makes that film hilariously funny.
Why is this hilariously bad?
It's one character.
It's just one character who talks like this for the entire.
Jesus, it sounds like fucking Phoenix Games. How on earth did you find yourself in that tree? That's supposed to be the Blue Fairy, by the way.
No, it's a guy from Phoenix Games who's discovered a voice modulator.
Yeah.
Okay, girls and boys.
It sounds.
It's just rubbish, though. It's so
bad.
I hate to say, me and my friend have actually bought like 5 Phoenix games.
Wow.
And we are going to be
streaming it on Facebook.
Yeah, yep. It's not going to be public though. It's my private Facebook. So you don't get to watch that. Ha! You fool!
Unless you find him in real life and befriend Elliot.
Yes.
I'll tell you
which I would not recommend unless you want me to annoy you with my Dark Souls knowledge.
Oh, it's so hilarious watching you play Ride to Hell.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. Yeah,
that game. You finally finished it now.
Yeah, we finally finished it. We're just deciding on what we're going to be playing next.
Oh, what about that one that Jan was playing that was really...
No.
Probably discuss this off camera. I don't think people on YouTube will care about that.
Here's the thing. Help Elliot out. What really bad game should him and Sean play in next stream?
I think we might be playing Drake and the 99 Dragons. I'm not sure.
We're going to hide from that. Yeah. You're rather you than me. And also they play Bloodborne as well.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't think anything's going to be as bad as Right to Hell Retribution. You've never played it. It is fucking shit!
Oh, of course, to play Honeypot.
All right. Well, that's it for. I'm sorry it's shorter than usual, but we'll be back with a longer one next month.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Hello, Ben.
Hello, sweetheart.
Get on more love.
We're all in
Goodbye.
this